If God exists, what would he be like? I've had hundreds of atheists write to me telling me they don't believe in God's existence. And when I ask them, what do you need to believe that? And you know what they tell me all the time? I want to see him. So that means they have said that for God to exist, he must be part of this universe. He must be a three-dimensional being that is like us as we are three-dimensional. That's what they're wanting God to be like. Well, here's my question to you. If God can be seen, how would he look like? Would he be a man floating in the clouds? If he's everywhere, how would you know he's everywhere? In what way would you see that he's everywhere? Do you understand this? How would you know that you're even seeing God? How would you, if you're seeing something, unless God communicates that he's God, how would you know you're seeing God? And in what way would he communicate to you that he's God? Would he speak intelligible words that you can understand? Would he communicate in a different way? We have another problem. If you can see God, then he's part of this universe, because the only thing we can see is the universe. So if he can be seen, we would have to naturally ask God, who made you? So we have a big problem again. And if he says, well, someone invisible made me, well, wait a minute, then he's not really God. There's someone before him that's really God. You see, what atheists are doing, they're wanting a proof that cannot, by God's own nature, exist. If God exists, you know what I would expect God to be? I would expect him to be invisible. Or in the words of Scripture, to be spirit. That is, he's beyond the universe. That means he's greater than three dimensions. And since I can only see what's in the universe and three dimensions, I want a God who is beyond me. Therefore, I cannot see him. So I would expect that from God. So I would then expect him to be eternal. That is, always existing. Atheists write to me all the time, well, if this invisible, eternal God exists, who made him? And I'm thinking, you missed the point. If he's invisible and he's spirit and he's eternal, no one made him. You see, the God that exists is acting in the exact way I would expect him to act. That is, he's invisible. But I would also expect this God to want to create someone who can believe in him, and he did. That's what we humans can do, believe in God. But I would also expect that if God made people to believe in him, then I would expect that he would communicate to us and reveal himself to us. And he did exactly that in the person of Jesus. No one has seen God, but God, the one and only, has revealed him.